Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Washington State's offense takes the field. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the first down marker. These two right now really on the same page.
And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal for this offense. Back to throw, it's Burns. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. They will score! Touchdown, Tennessee!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
On second down, he'll let it fly. The sure hands, it's Raymond. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry up.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The give to the back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the ground game. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Burns. Grabs it in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And the Vols line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. First down for this offense. They go to the counter. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Washington State lines up quickly. On second down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Garrett. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Raymond. They get him down after he makes the catch. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's looking to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. On second down, wants to throw. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wazoo. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over about the Friday. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, giving him making the backfield for a top performance.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that is just a gut punch.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Burns. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch it? Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Oh, what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side. A 44-yard try. It is perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. It's caught. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Washington State. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Washington State going quickly. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge looks.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able...
And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 24 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Volunteers are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats?
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the ball.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Washington State lines up quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Makes the grab on the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Raymond. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Now from inside the red zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. finds the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington State going quickly. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got his man across the middle. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.